Well, when we did the press conference yesterday, you were talking about reaction. I think from the emotion application, I think we saw that particularly when we didn't have the ball. But ultimately, we were decent either side of the half for 40 minutes. But the damage was done by Ireland, in fairness, in the first 20 and the last 20. They had a couple of entries early on that got a couple of tries, and then sort of won the arm wrestle late on in the game to seal the win.
When you were sort of 99 down, you just couldn't quite get over the gain line, get that attack when you had that pressure. What do you put that down to?
I think in credit to Ireland, a good defence and stifling the breakdown. But we did feel, we were had a lot of momentum because I think we had 4 or 5 pens on the bounce. So the pressure was there, but obviously we didn't get across the line.
32-9 though in Ireland. Ireland's quite heavy defeat. How are you going to take that as a squad?
Oh, I think we said this was a new start and a new competition. We're not going to shy away from the disappointment of the result. We will take some comfort, like I said, from the reaction of the tangibles that we can rate ourselves on without the ball. But ultimately, it's another loss, and we won't shy away from that fact.
And it's 6 defeats on the bounce now. What's going wrong?
Sorry?
What's going wrong?
We're not scoring enough points.
And next week, Georgia, what are you looking for from that?
Well, I think there's going to be, Wayne said there's always going to be changes, and people are going to have opportunity. I should imagine there's going to be quite a few in that game. As you said, 6 losses. I'm sure that's probably going to happen. And hopefully we get the performance that we need.
Thank you.
Hi, Alan. It's Will here from the Mail.
Hi.
What's a particular concern for you? It looked from afar that the set piece was an issue and the number of penalties was very high. Again, are those 2 areas that you're immediate concerned?
I think not necessarily the penalties, because I think we spoke again yesterday about we're going to compete hard. I think we felt we were in the ascendancy, as I said earlier, and generated a lot of pens when we were in possession. I think we can't shy away from the fact that we probably regressed somewhat in set piece. It's difficult to get your backs flowing if you don't give them ball, and we didn't do that in certain momentum periods of the game.
You know as well as anyone that 6 defeats isn't going to go down well back home. Are you yourself worried, or are you seeing enough in what you're putting out there that gives you some hope for the future?
It's funny, I think 1 defeat isn't enough back home, so therein lies your answer.
I'll jump in. I don't know what's happened to Will. Alun Wyn, it's better on ITV. Around the 55th minute, 60th minute, there was a part of the game where Wales looked like you're going through the phases and there's some zip about you. Is that what you and Pivac are trying to do? Is that the Wales team you're trying to build towards? Yeah,
well, like I said, we had a period of possession in that third 20 that had we capitalised, it would have been interesting to see what had happened. We didn't get that, but like I said, we were generating a lot of momentum, pressure. We just got to make sure we capitalise and when we get the territory, take it and get the reward.
A word for Rhys Carey, who's obviously hooked off before half time. It's not great, is it, when you get subbed off that early? But something he'll learn from. Yeah, very much so. Rhys is still a young man, young player, but there's a lot of learning for a lot of us. I don't think your age or experience counts for much in test level. When you lose, you learn. When you win, you learn. And Rhys won't be any different to any of us. And just one last thing from me. I know how much of a competitor you are. How frustrated and how much is this hurting at the moment that Wales aren't playing the way they can?
I've had the misfortune or fortune, depending which way you look at it, to be through a couple of periods like this in the past. And you don't want to learn on the job, but I think we're going to have to now. You always do, like I say, but it's forced. There were improvements, but like we've alluded to, the breakdown again. We want to be as competitive as we can, but cleaner. And obviously we've got to do more at set piece to set our back line going. So you know, the learning curve is always there. It's probably just got a little bit steeper.